Hey guys, what's good? Mike here, Laker Talk. Let's talk Lonzo Ball, and in particular I want to talk about his leadership skills and his leadership qualities that that folks keep bringing up. And it's been a topic right now on Twitter, folks going back and forth about it, and for good reasons. You know, there's folks like that are in my camp that are not really completely sold on D'Angelo, and they keep bringing up the fact that, Mike, isn't this the same thing that we heard from Byron Scott and from, you know, the Lakers camp when they drafted D'Angelo? You know, he had a great facilitator, amazing passing skills and whatnot. And you know what? There's some truth there. That was something that everybody sold us on. And then, you know, 2 years later, they're like, where is this? You know, you see it in spurts, but overall, D'Angelo is not that player. Okay, we all know that. D'Angelo is a scorer. Okay, he's a shooter. He shoots 20 plus times a game. He's gonna put up probably 25 points. Okay, he needs to shoot the ball. That's his MO. And what I've seen from D'Angelo is over the course of the 2 years, when he doesn't get off, then he's disengaged. He's uninterested. Some people will say that's just his body language, but for me, just my eye is he's not helpful when he's not the focal point, when he doesn't have the ball in his hand. That's why I keep saying you got to give D'Angelo the keys, and I don't think, you know, we are going to do that. We are not going to give him the keys. So now you got Lonzo. The Lakers it's obviously looking like we're going to draft him, right? Every mock draft that I've seen, there's not one expert that says the Lakers will pass up on Lonzo. So let's just get used to the fact that Lonzo is highly 90% plus chance that he's going to be drafted by the Lakers. So now I'm trying to think positive on everything. I'm trying to look at Lonzo as the better pick. Is he the best player in this draft that after Markelle? Probably not. Like best actual scorer, but maybe, you know, maybe De'Aaron Fox is better than him at driving and quickness and defense. Maybe Josh Jackson has, you know, a better upside. I don't know, or maybe a better basketball player, ability to score at the wing position and all this other stuff. But is based on best player and fit, is Lonzo Ball that person? Obviously, everyone thinks so. So what does Lonzo bring to the table? Bring his leadership qualities that we all keep talking about. But I spent an hour watching some videos on Lonzo Ball, like about an hour and a half worth of video footage on YouTube last night, and it was like going way back to when Lonzo was like just getting into high school, and the skills that he was putting up, that he was showing, I mean, it tells me that Lonzo has some very underrated skills that he suppressed or he put aside for the betterment of his team at UCLA. And so, like, when you know, obviously at Chino Hills, he took them to state championship or whatever. And I don't know if he took him to the state championship, but he took him pretty far, right, at Chino Hills. But when he comes to UCLA, he obviously, from what I've seen in the videos, and it only takes like 15 minutes of just watching his old footage, the dude has skills to average over 20 points in college. And he clearly put that aside to make everyone around him better and take UCLA to what, the Sweet 16, or, you know, to a 31-5 record. That right there to me is true leadership. So, and that is something that is night and day compared to what we were told about D'Angelo in college. D'Angelo, he said, oh, he has good passing skills. No one sold us on this level of leadership that we're being sold on and we're seeing within Lonzo. So right then and there, it gets me kind of like excited, the fact that Lonzo's 6'6", and the skills that I've seen him show, like in these videos, like this footage that I've seen, he's got the skills just to be a good athlete, a good player. Like he could have easily averaged 20 points last year at UCLA. But to get to make his entire team like rise to another level is crazy. And to think that he did that in high school, did in college, and everyone is selling us, even his pops telling us that that's the type of player he is, and he sells us on that. Like, he's very humble. He doesn't care about having to get off for 25 plus points. That, I think, is going to be a huge plus for the Lakers. And so now people are saying, let's just hope this is true. This is not like something that like they sold us on D'Angelo, and it comes to, you know, when he starts playing, that he's not that player. I think it's going to be that player, because I think a couple of things. One, he's gonna get off a little bit more in terms of showing his skill sets, in terms of getting to the basket and scoring, using his height and scoring and things like that, and his athletic ability to you know, finish at the rim and stuff like that. He already does that. Like, he finished lobs and stuff like that. But I think he's gonna do that more so at the next level and try to show that. But at the same time, if he brings these leadership skills, man, all it's gonna take is for people's numbers to just go up. And everybody's gonna be like, I wanna play with that dude. I wanna play with Lonzo. When Lonzo's on the floor, put me in, coach. You know, and so if he becomes that player, obviously it's gonna be tough for him as a rookie, but Magic and Rob and Luke is gonna have to give him those keys to just be that player and that trust to run the team. And as you know, Luke liked those type of players. He liked those Marcelo type of players who can get everybody involved. But now we got a 6'6" athletic guard who can do that, special athlete in Lonzo. And I think once he shows that, like, you know, whether it's in summer league, preseason or whatnot, first half of the season, people are gonna start buying into him. Somebody asked me what's a leader when it comes to like basketball. I think leadership is like a Steve Nash, a Rondo type of guys. Those, obviously Magic was that guy, but you know, more recent, those are the type of guys that I see that were really special. Rondo being with the Celtics, Nash with the Suns, that is, and just Nash made everybody all-stars around him. Rondo just took his team to another level and led that team even at a very, very young age. And so I don't look at Kobe was a much better basketball player, but Kobe to me was not a leader. He led by just being the greatest player that he could be. And Kobe would probably tell you that he wasn't this guy that's facilitated to make everybody around him better. He was like, I'm gonna be the best player in the world and you just follow me. You know, Lonzo, I think, is that this special type that we haven't seen in a while, that I think is really good and is going to make everybody around him better. I hope, and that's what I see, and that's what I'm hoping. As LeVar Ball says, I'm gonna speak it into existence. Anyway, holla at me in the comments below. If you're commenting, liking, subscribing, hit me up on Twitter, guys, at Mike Sports LA. We'll talk soon. Peace.